So it's exciting to like learn stuff.
Right.
Especially stuff that helps us make sense of the world, because the world is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like the world is actually insane. The way it's organized, the way it operates doesn't make sense. Like there's nothing about it that makes sense. We're prioritizing profit over everything, which doesn't even match like what it means to be a human being. So we're essentially like forcing ourselves into this way of being, which is so unnatural and so unhealthy and so destructive. And we all know it on some level, but then there's all these messages that come at us that tell us that what we actually know is wrong and we should second guess ourselves all the time. And, you know, so we're constantly being confused. And so learning how all those structures and systems and mechanisms operate to confuse us and kind of fuck us up is so exciting to me.
Okay.
And I get really excited when I can show other people. And that is the only reason I have ever continued to teach. Otherwise, it is like, it's so difficult because most of the learning institutions that exist in this world that I've been a part of are actually intended to indoctrinate people into this terrible way of being. And so you're like, you love demonstrating to people how to like not necessarily, or how to at least be conscious of the way we're being manipulated, but you have to do it in a setting which is a mechanism for manipulation. So it's just like all crazy.
It's
but
funny.
It's kind of fun.
But it's
a fun challenge.
It's interesting to me because the way you say it, I'm gonna make an assumption here. If I'm wrong, please correct me. You come at it from a perspective where it's intentional.
The teaching?
No, where the system being there to screw you up.
Yeah.
You come from a perspective where you think it's intentional.
Yes.
Talk to me about that.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty. The advertising industry is like billions and billions and billions of dollars go into that, and the messages that we receive are intentional, and they're controlled by groups of people who would like to profit in some way. Just the very fact that we are being sort of convinced more and more to carry around these little machines that will continue to send us more and more messages on a regular basis, I think demonstrates that it's very intentional. Like cell phones and the internet, like this is all just a way to ensure that that we depend on technology, but B, also that we are constantly receiving these messages. Also too, it's a form of surveillance, especially things like social media, because we're constantly inputting information about ourselves and our environment and our likes and our dislikes and all of this, and we're doing it for free. Essentially, we're providing free labor to anyone who wanted to know anything about us. They don't have to pay anyone to come and find out about us. We do it ourselves. It's crazy.